Drum roll, please. The wait is finally over. We're talking about OnlyFans. What is up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Shelby, and we're just gonna get straight into the video. I'm very excited for this one. This is probably my most asked anything. I get all these questions asked on a daily basis. I get people asking me about making this video multiple times a day on my Instagram. So I thought, why not pull the trigger and go ahead and send it today. You heard it, we're talking about OnlyFans. If you guys don't know what I do, I'm an online fitness coach. I do OnlyFans, I do YouTube, I do TikTok, I do Instagram, I do it all. I'm selling myself, I'm the product. So that's what, I wanted to make an admission as I was changing. If you guys didn't see my very first video back on my YouTube, my whole thing was changing my life, changing who I was, really fitting who I wanted to be. And that involved me changing my careers, making money a different way, and doing just actually what I wanted to do, no matter what it meant, no matter if it meant OnlyFans or not. So, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do OnlyFans and branch out into making money that way, in which, in my opinion, you guys will get to know is so worth it. But there are quite a few things that you guys should know. And I put a question box on my Instagram the other day at shelbyg.fitness. Go follow me. I put a question box on it because I wanted to answer primarily you guys' questions, but I also wanted to talk out in the open about how I feel about OnlyFans, okay? In general, what does it look like, how that kind of runs, yada, yada, yada. All right, without further ado, please like, subscribe, support me in all of the ways, you guys. Please go to my links and descriptions. Check out my other social medias. I promise you'll love me, especially if you love me as much as you do on here. And let's get straight into the video. Camera always makes me look so pale, and I have a raspy voice because I don't know what happened this weekend, but I lost my voice. I always lose my voice when I go out. I don't know why. Now, all of this is 1000% opinionated and based on my own experiences. I'm gonna say that loudly. This is all opinionated and all based on all of my own experiences, okay? Now, I didn't do any research for OnlyFans. I've done like YouTube, I've looked up videos and stuff of what other people thought about it too, but I've never had any other experience other than my OnlyFans. I'm not a professional, yada, 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 okay? Just putting that out there. Starting with question number 1 / just the basics of it in general. How do I even start? Great question. Honestly, truly, you just do. So as much as what you see on Instagram with other people doing OnlyFans, what I did when I first started is I actually followed a few people that I knew did OnlyFans on OnlyFans and saw what they did on their feed. Saw what they posted, and I kind of replicated, obviously with my own twists, my own pictures and stuff like that, replicated what I wanted to do with my pictures and what I wanted to say and what I wanted to post and stuff. So I would recommend, following somebody you guys know. Follow me on OnlyFans. It's free right now. Just so you can get a good idea of what people are posting, how that kind of looks, and then kind of just do that in your own twist. So that's tip number 1 for how you could start. And then 2, start by taking just photos. Get a bunch of content that you could post on there. I'm going to talk a lot about what that more entails in a second. But first, again, you kind of have to figure out what you're willing to post and what you're going to post on there, which I will talk about way in depth in a second because I feel like that's the number one thing in order to make money. But yeah, like I said, just take a bunch of content, take lingerie photos, bikini photos, whatever your OnlyFans is gonna be. Like I said, make a bunch of content, save it all, and just post like you normally would on Instagram. Post like a cute little caption, stuff like that. And then again, following other people too, so you can get good ideas from them. Question number 2, which is gonna follow into another question, is what is the best way to promote your OnlyFans? And the other question following is, do you think I can make money without posting my OnlyFans? I'm gonna answer the first one first. So the best way to promote your OnlyFans obviously is through social media. In my opinion, Twitter is probably the best one you can do it from because you can post whatever you want without getting in trouble, pretty much. But I also post it on everywhere. I post it on my TikTok, my Twitter, and my Instagram. However, you have to be very careful with other platforms because you can get banned very easily. I've gotten banned on Twitter or on Instagram and TikTok a few times, and I've gotten my accounts back. But still, obviously, you gotta have a platform you can promote them on, which follows me in the next question is, do you think I can make money without promoting it, putting it on my Instagram, yada, yada, yada? No. I 1000%, based off my experience, think that you 1000% must promote your OnlyFans on social media. Unfortunately, if you're at a job to where they can't do that, or you're not allowed to do that or something like that, it's just what it is. You have to post and promote your OnlyFans. So OnlyFans does not have a feed. You can't, you know, you go on Instagram, you go on your Explore page and just scroll and find new people. OnlyFans is not like that. They have to look up your name or get your link from somewhere. So therefore, you're not an option on OnlyFans. You're just your profile, right? So you have to be able to have people find you. And the only way for people are going to find you is if you're posting on social media and promoting it. Okay, another question that this will lead into that I get asked a lot is, do I need a high following to get a lot of OnlyFans followers? The answer to that question, in my opinion, in my experience, is yes. Now, I don't have like a crazy amount of, if you guys follow me on Instagram and stuff, I don't have like the craziest amount of followers, but I definitely have a lot, and I'm very, very blessed for the amount that I have. Love my followers and everybody. But let's think about it. If you only have 100 Instagram followers and you post on Instagram, 99% chance only like 30% of the people that you posted from on Instagram is going to sign up, which leaves 30 people signing up for your OnlyFans out of 100, and 30 people signing up for your OnlyFans is not going to make you any kind of money. So yes, I do think that you need a little bit of a following to build that up. You can always build up your following first. You can build your following and your OnlyFans up at the same time. And what I did is I didn't even have a Twitter. My Twitter grew is pretty fast. I made my Twitter solely to promote my OnlyFans, and it skyrocketed since. So I think Twitter is a great app for promotion. And even on Twitter, I feel like, at least in my opinion, there's not a whole lot of people from your work or from your family or from people that you actually know they're on Twitter more than they're on Facebook, or it's not so much as intimate as the other platforms, in my opinion, Twitter being. So I put a different name on my Twitter. Like, you can make a fake Twitter. Like, you can use it to obviously use your face and your nudes and your photos if that's what you're posting, but you can make a fake name, stuff like that, so people can't actually find you. So that's my tip for, do you need a following? Do you need to promote it on social media? All these questions, the absolute answer, in my opinion, based off my experiences, is 1000%. I've only ever gotten fans from promoting. You just wouldn't get fans any other way. Now, another thing I will say is that I have a management company, actually, so they promote it separately on their private platforms. However, still, just in my opinion, it's just not enough. If you're wanting to make 5 figures a month like I make, I made 6 figures a month before on OnlyFans as well. It goes between 5 and 6. But if you're wanting to make that kind of money, you need to be, you just need to be promoting it everywhere. That's the number one thing that I do for my OnlyFans that is maybe the most money, is getting it on as many, just having more people see it than not. If you can have the whole world see it, absolutely, to make as much money as you can, right? It's just what it is. I also want to throw in another question on here is, do you think women can post not safe for work pictures and still make a good amount of money? Now, I have a friend that actually does this. She doesn't really post the full shebang, but she makes a decent amount. You can pay a few bills. Absolutely, you could pay a few bills if you were to just post lingerie photos or bikini pictures or more on the safer side of photos, right? Absolutely, you can pay a few bills. In my opinion and in my experience, to make 5-6 figures a month, you need to be willing to post the majority of things. Take that as you will. So another question on here is method for making 5 figures a month. Now, I want to say that there's a method, obviously there always is, but I want to also cater this towards, this really depends on your audience. Like this, just like Instagram, TikTok, everything else, this really depends on what is going to work for you and your page specifically. On OnlyFans, there's great features like being able to K. I don't know if it's K or Q. Someone's going to eat me alive for that in the comments. But you're able to schedule ahead posts. So what I would do before my management team took over is that I would schedule posts for the entire week. So I pretty much, all I was doing was replying back to my messages and taking the content. My strategy, I guess, at that time before I had my management company was just posting a few times a day, and I would schedule it ahead so I didn't have to be on the app or on the website nonstop on my computer, so I had the posts already scheduled. You could also schedule out messages, so you could put like a bundle of photos you want to sell, put a price on the message, and then mass send it to a bunch of people. That way everybody can see it. That's what would save me a lot of time, is mass sending and then scheduling out messages. But as far as strategies and stuff, you just have to find out what really works best for you and what your fans are gonna want. Which is gonna leave me not into a question, because nobody has asked this yet, but I know people are thinking it, but maybe not want to say it. Is what do you deal with in the messages? I will say, you guys have to remember, especially if you're doing this because OnlyFans does not start off as a porn or that kind of thing. But if you are doing it for that, which I'm assuming if you're watching this video because you know what I do on my OnlyFans, that's what you're doing it for, is the lingerie content. You're gonna get some stuff, and you have to be willing and not be, I don't want to say grossed out, but you're gonna see a lot of the guys, what it is, you know, guy, they're, you know, looking for that. They're looking for you to talk to them like that. Yes, like that. You have to be open to doing that, and you have to be, you know, willing to just be able to, okay, they're seeing it, and some people are gonna ask you for some really weird requests and some interesting stuff, but again, you just have to be willing to kind of, I don't wanna say put up with it. If it's not for you, it's not for you. If you find out that you sign up, you get an OnlyFans, and you're like, oh, I can't handle these guys, I can't handle all this, then you don't have to do it. It makes you uncomfortable, it's okay, you don't have to do it. Again, just making this video for the people who are asking these questions who want to know more about it. It's definitely something you have to be willing to have a decent stomach for. Question on here is, how long have I had my OnlyFans, and how long did it take for me to really start making good amount of money? I believe I started my OnlyFans March of 2022. It is now November of 2022, and I've been making 6 figures, 5-6 figures for the past 4 months on OnlyFans, 3-4 months on OnlyFans. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So it's been about 8 months, and about half of that took, but even still, before the first month I made on OnlyFans, I still made like 2-3 grand. No, I was close to a grand, I think, and then it just kept going up. So even the times I wasn't making like double-digit bands, I was still making enough to cover all of my bills, and the money I made from coaching was extra, and I was making 6 figures a month on coaching as well. So another person asked me how it compared to my coaching income. I would say when I stopped coaching, they were about the same, but now my OnlyFans has skyrocketed my coaching. Another question on here, which honestly is one of the questions I love the most, is what do you think about your parents, your family, or anybody else finding out about your OnlyFans? They know I do it. My mom knows I do it, and the rest of my family does as well. My grandparents are very conservative, so they don't say much about it. I mean, I'm in my bag, so it's not like I'm gonna care what people say about it anyways, because I'm making so much money. I don't really, and I've never, even before OnlyFans, I've never cared what people thought of what I've done, the job I've worked, anything about it. I don't care what people think, even if it is my family, because at the end of the day, respect from human being to human being is respect from human being to human being. Disrespect from human being to human being is disrespect in general. I don't care if it's my mom, my family, anybody else. Not okay to do. So if they were to disrespect me in a way because of what I do for work, then I'd have to, you know, come back for it, you know, and say my opinion and say what I, you know, speak my truth, go back out of them. But my mom has always been very supportive, and she loves what I do with myself. I'm an entrepreneur, and I've been an entrepreneur for a long time. She's always been super proud of me for how hard I've worked and things like that. So she's never said anything mean about it. She's never cared about it. She knows I'm in my bag, and I'm paying her bills too. Love you, mama. So, do I mentor other women wanting to find themselves through OnlyFans publishing? I do not mentor other women yet. I have thought about doing, like, having a whole team of baddies that I kind of like baddie coach and show you guys how to, you know, make money on OnlyFans if that's what you want to do, or a different way, and help you through that if that's what you want to do, and just truly find yourselves in the sexuality way. Because honestly, I feel like women are not tapped into that. They don't know what they like down there or anything at all, and they just don't have that much tapped into, you know, that sexuality and who they are and that feminine divine energy. And I've always wanted to help women find that. So I have thought about coaching other women for OnlyFans, just in general, to find out who they are in life. So stay tuned for that, but not yet. And then one final point that I kind of want to end this video on is, just like any job, it's work. It's a lot of work. Like, I feel like people think OnlyFans is just like, obviously it's not like everybody's cup of tea for a job, but a job's a job, and I'm making more money I made at this job than any like by like 200 grand a year. I've made more doing this than a normal desk job or a normal job that I've ever had or anything else. I make more money now than I ever have in my entire life. So it is hard work. You have to do it every single day. You have to do it multiple times a day, all day, every day, like a job. Most days I'm taking content for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. You know, chatting for hours and hours and hours and posting, just like you've built any other social media, built anything else in your life. You have to build it up, and it takes a second. So be patient with it, and also understand, you know, sometimes people will genuinely want more in that department. So again, I'm not saying you can't make money doing anything else, but in my opinion, in my experiences, you have to be willing to do a little bit more work, and a little bit more just to see the results and see the kind of money I'm seeing at least. And like I said, you can pay a few bills, you can get some stuff done with it. If you don't post, you know, anything else, or if you just kind of post periodically or stuff like that. But the real kind of money, the real hustle and the real bag is a genuine job. You have to treat it like one too. That's how I treat it. I treat it like my full-time job. I'm doing it a lot, and I'm doing a lot of things for like a lot of the day. So I don't want you to think that you can just post once a week or even once a day and then get away with that. You have to reply back to messages. You have to keep up with it. It's a job. All right. First of all, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know that this has been something that I've been meaning to do for such a long time because I get so many questions about it because it is what I do. But these, again, reiterating, this is my opinion and this is everything that has only happened with my OnlyFans account and how I've made my money. Again, I just wanted to give you guys these tips in case you're curious or in case you ask these questions yourself, and because it's something that I do for a living, right? So I wanted to give you guys as much insight as possible with my experiences and just give you my true honesty. I don't want you guys wasting your time. I don't want to lie to you when you get to OnlyFans you're not making any money because of this, and I don't want to lie to you about what guys are going to say because they're just, it's a lot. It can be a lot if you're not used to that kind of stuff, if you're not open-minded to it. So go into it with an open mind, or if you watch this video and you're like, oh God, I don't know if I could do that, then don't do it. Don't get uncomfortable for something that you just don't know if you'd want to do anyway, right? Just wanted to make this video to give you guys some insight, answer some questions, and show you a little bit more about what I do for my work and how I do this thing, okay? So that's all I really have to say. If you guys have any other questions or any other tidbits for me in the comments, please let me know. Or any other questions in general about OnlyFans that might be a little bit more personal for social media, you can always shoot me a DM on my Instagram at shelbyg.fitness. Check me out on my other social media platforms, and I hope that you guys got something from this video. If you did, let me know in the comments. Show me some love and support. I will see you guys on the next video.